Medians and centroids. So when looking, a median is a segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So your median joins the vertex to the midpoint, making these sides congruent for just that one median. As you draw the other medians, it makes the other sides congruent. So let's see, when we do the centroid is when you have the three medians of a triangle intersect at a point called creating your centroid. So using the diagram to the left, let's answer some of the questions and give us some of our rules. So our medians in the picture are AE, BF, and CV. These are our medians. If you look, AE, BF, and CD. So name our centroid. This one has the center point of P. So what specific properties do we need to observe? So if you look, because each of our medians are from the midpoint to the vertex, each of the sides are cut into congruent halves. That's important to notice. So then what does this create? If we look at the inside of it, we can say that AP is equal to 2PE. So let's get our highlighters. So AP is congruent to 2PE. All right, so that's the start. So if you're given the PE, you can solve it for AP, or 1 PE is equal to half of the AP. So that just works in the opposite way. Your AP, half of your AP is equal to your PE. So if you look, it's your long part is 2/3, or sorry, it's twice the length of the shorter part of the median. So if we look and we highlight, all the blue ones will be half of the pink one that it coincides with, all right, so that it goes with. Or if we want to look at the whole length of it, we can say that AP, the one we're using, is equal to 2/3 of the whole length, all right? So AP would be equal to, the pink one is equal to 2/3 of the green one. Or if we were trying to go to the PE, PE is equal to 1/3 AE. So your PE is equal to 1/3 of your AE. It just depends what information you're given. So if you see, the green one is the whole length, the blue is the short part of your median, the pink is the long part. So let's look at, we're going to do 1 and 3 together. If we look at number 1, so number 1 is just talking about the sides. If P is the centroid of triangle JKL, JK is 22, KN is 13, and OL is 18. So find each missing measure. So before I even look at this, I'm going to just label my sides based on what I know. Looking at my notes, each of the sides, remember your medians cut it into half. So if OL is 18, then JO is 18, meaning that the whole length is 32. Same here, if this is 13, this is 13, so my whole length would be 26. Each of those would be 22, so the whole length would be 44. So now I can go in, KM is right here. So I already labeled it, KM is 22, NL is 13, KL would be the whole length, so it's 26, JO I labeled as 18, JL is 32, all right? When you're given one piece, you might as well label all the congruent sides that you can find, all all right? That helps later if you get confused. Just go ahead and label everything you know first. So looking at number 3. All right, so looking at number 3, it says, if G is the centroid of triangle ACE, AG is 8, so AG is 8, GF is 7, and BG is 5. Find each missing measure. Okay, let's start with my original colors. So looking back at my notes, the whole part I labeled as green, the longer part is pink, the shorter part of your median is blue. So I'm going to look and label. This one's pink because it's the longer part, pink, and pink. The shorter part that extends your median all the way to the midpoint is in blue. And then just so we know, we have the whole length in green. So remembering our formulas from above, we don't have to memorize them, they're right there. A wants to know what's the length of GD. Well, GD, I'm going from pink to blue. So if I'm going from pink to blue, using my formula, half of the pink is equal to your blue. So solving for it, we would say that 8 times 1/2 is going to give me 4. If I was going from pink to blue. We look at letter B. It wants to know the length of AD. Well, since we already found CD, we can say 8 plus 4 is 12. Or if we hadn't found that, well, we could have said, if we wanted to work it out for letter B, we know that AG is equal to 2/3 of AD. Okay, AG is 8 is equal to 2/3 of AD. What we would have to do is get rid of this fraction. Get rid of the fraction. So we have to multiply by the reciprocal. We have to do that to both sides. So that gets the fractions to go away, and whatever 8 times 3/2 is, that's what we find for AD. So 8 times 3/2 tells us that AD is 12. So see how we got the same answer using two different things. CG, we're trying to find the pink. If you look down here, they gave us the blue. So using my formula, 2 times the blue is equal to 14. GE, G to E, once again, we know the blue, we're going to the pink, so it'd be 2 times 5, which is 10. We found that to be 10. Once again, we can say what is the length of BE? Well, if B is 5, if BG is 5 and GE is 10, we can say 5 plus 10 is 15. Or we could go back and use one of our formulas. You have to be aware of the formulas and reference back to them when you need them.